Great new day to all my self-care family and friends. Welcome to another episode of the Room to Breathe podcast. I'm your host, Life Coach 614, and I am so thrilled to have each and every one of you here with us today. Whether you are tuning in for a dose of inspiration or just a moment of calm, you're in the right place. Now, before we dive into today's episode, just a quick reminder. If you are enjoying the show, don't forget to tap the screen, like, comment, and share. Your support helps us to connect with more amazing people just like you. And if we're not friends already, be sure to give us a follow, subscribe to our channel, so that way you never miss out on our latest content. I also invite you to visit our website at theselfcareclub.org. We've got some awesome affirmative apparel and motivational merch, as well as a bunch of free resources designed just for you. No matter where you are in your journey, understand that you're not on this path alone. We're in this together, supporting and uplifting each other every step of the way. It is time for us to choose to prioritize our well-being, to embrace our growth, and to find peace in the present moment. So let's get ready to breathe, reflect, and grow together.
In the quiet moments, that's where I'll find a little room to breathe, leave it all behind. Give me room to breathe, I need some time to heal my heart, to clear my mind. Gonna love myself, yeah, I believe in the power of me. Just give me room to breathe.
The topic of discussion for today is no filter needed. Just being you is a major flex. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back. Y'all type it in the chat. Help me out. No filters needed. Just being yourself is a major flex. Because sometimes we have to remind ourselves who we are and whose we are, right? So I don't need no filter. I don't need to be like watered down or anything, honey. Right? I need to let people know, no filter. I am who I am, right? So today I thought it was necessary for us to talk about something like real, right? Not that shiny Instagram filtered, perfectly packaged, version of real, but the messy, the no holds barred kind of real, right? I'm talking about being you, unapologetically, fully, authentically, right? Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. Just being you is a major, major flex. And the reason being is no one can do it quite like you, right? It is the biggest, boldest, most badass move that you can have. Okay? And look, it's 2024, right? The year is coming to an end. And so I know that we've all been, caught up in trying to fit in these neat little boxes, right? All year long, we've been trying to package ourselves up really cute and to fit in this box. Social media has had us believing that we needed to have it all together all the time. Hey, Tiffany, welcome in. And so we've always thought we've got to have it all together. We scroll through our, timelines and feeds, and we see everybody flexing their new cars, they perfect little relationships, they fancy lifestyles. But here's the secret that nobody else is going to tell you, right? And listen, y'all, I ain't one to gossip, so y'all ain't heard this from me. But no one else is going to tell you. Y'all ready? You ready? None of that matters if you're not being who you truly are. So all the cars, all the fame, all the fortune, none of it matters if you aren't being your true self. Let me go ahead and break this down. What up, Nico? Let me break this down for y'all. Just like life and everything else, authenticity is messy. Right, Venom? Authenticity is messy. The idea that you're walking around trying to pretend like you have it all together is exhausting, right? It is absolutely draining. Constantly trying to fit in, trying to be liked by everyone, trying to meet everyone's expectations. That is a trap. Chocolate Goody, welcome in. That is such a trap, y'all. You end up feeling like you're not enough, that you're less than worthy, that something's wrong with you, right? When the truth of the matter is you're more than enough. You've always been enough. You will always be enough just as you are. But don't nobody else want to tell you that, right? But that's the messy, complicated, work in progress version of you. And that's a flex, y'all. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, thank you. So, we live in this world where society has taught us that standing out makes us a target. So many of us fly just below the radar. We do just enough, right? Because we've been conditioned to fit in, to conform, to shrink ourselves so we don't rock the boat. But again, let me tell y'all, when did we start thinking that blending in was better than standing out? Big Joe, welcome in. When did we decide that playing small was the right move? And again, I'm going to tell y'all something. Maybe nobody else has told you. Kale, welcome in, sis. Maybe nobody else has told you, but there's nothing small about you. Your quirks, your weirdness, the parts that feel like too much, that's all the good stuff. And so there's nothing basic about you, as I had to be reminded here recently, right? Somebody may or may not have told me that recently. There's nothing basic about you. You're not too much. You're just enough. So we have to start embracing this, because again, that's the good stuff, y'all. That's where the flex is. You ever notice how freeing and liberating it feels when you stop caring what other people think? When you start embracing the fact that you are a little weird, that you may be a little awkward. In fact, you start to embrace the fact that I am too much for you, right? The people who always say you over the top, you extra, you too much, you doing too much, right? For those people, when I start to realize I am too much. And if I'm too much for you, then honey, I encourage you and I empower you to go out there and explore the world and find less, right? That's that magical moment when you start to step into who you are. You remind yourself whose you are. When you start to realize that, you know what, all of these things that you criticize, all of these things that society tries to tell us is wrong with us, those are the things that make us unique. Favor, welcome in, love. So again, when you start to step into your truth, flaws and all, then you stop attracting the wrong energy. So for some of us, we're like, why do I keep attracting these negative people? And why do people keep bringing this toxic energy into my life? I'm trying to heal and be happy, and people keep surrounding me with the negativity. Well, that means you haven't fully walked into who you are. You're not fully walking in your purpose. Okay? So when you step into your truth, when you embrace you, when you really truly start to love you and who you are going to start attracting a different level of people into your life. You're going to start attracting people who are ready to pour into your life. You'll start to invite in opportunities that are meant for you. Right? And so, again, we're always about trying to keep it real. And so, it's not it's not always easy to be yourself, right? Because not everybody's going to get it. You might get the side eye. People are going to ask you questions. You know, they're constantly going to question your choices, the decisions that you make. You're always going to have someone who wants to dim your light. But guess what? Other people's opinions, they're not your problem. Not everyone is supposed to understand your journey, because not everyone is meant to be with you on this journey. We always talk about the reasons, the seasons, and the lifetimes. So we've got to understand that everybody ain't supposed to ride with you the whole trip, right? Some people's purpose here is just to get you to the next season. Some people were supposed to show up and do a job, and that's their reason, right? They get in, they get out. They come in, they mess stuff up, they go on about their day so you can grow and elevate to your next level. That boy, he's supposed to come in and break your heart so you can recognize your worth, see your value for who you are. Right? So there are things that in life that are just going to happen. There's a reason behind it all, even though we don't necessarily understand it, right? So we've got to understand that not everybody is going to get it. But we also have to understand that your vibe ain't for everyone. And that's okay. Right? Because the ones who resonate with you, you know, with your authenticity, they will find you. I always say that your vibe attracts your tribe. And I can prove it because y'all here today, right? All my self-care club members, my vibe has attracted you in. I don't go out and do all these extra over-the-top things. I don't go out here and pay for marketing. I don't do any of these things. I just press the button. And whatever happens, happens, right? Because I'm walking in my purpose. I'm being obedient to what I'm called to do. And I'm attracting the right people into my life. I don't worry about the negative people. I don't worry about the drama and the toxic energy because I don't even know it, right? I don't even know it. What is that? People be like, oh, there's trolls. What is that? What do they look like? Are they the little things with the hair that sticks up? They're cute. That's how I treat a troll, right? They're cute. So I fully understand that I'm not for everyone, and I'm okay with that because I've never wanted to be for the streets, right? So it is okay for you to just be you. And that's not a downgrade, y'all. That's not a demotion. Just being you means that you're accepting the fact that, hey, this is what the universe has for me. This is the way that God created me. And I am perfectly made, right? Wonderfully, fearfully made. So those who are meant to be in my life, they'll be here. They'll respect it. They'll recognize me. As long as I continue to walk in my purpose, y'all find me, right? Y'all will recognize me. So yeah, it's not always easy, but many of the things that are worth having are rarely easy, right? And we're not afraid of a little work, because think about it. When you are out here trying to pretend to be someone else, do you understand how much energy that takes? How much time it takes to try to fit somebody else's narrative? Why would I continue to walk around trying to live someone else's story when I have the capability of writing my own? And it's hard to be the perfect mom or the perfect wife, the perfect woman, the perfect friend, it is hard to do that. Especially when I don't even know what perfect is. But what I can do is be the best version of me. And if I didn't get it right yesterday, then today I can be a better version of me. Right? I can rewrite my own story to say, okay, you know what? I tried this yesterday and I didn't really like how that went. So today, I'm gonna change the story a little bit. I'm gonna get up a little bit earlier so I can connect with the universe and double check and just say, hey, Jesus, am I still on the right path? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Because yesterday was hard. I kept trying to fit in with other people, and I tried to step out and do something different because you told me think outside the box. So I tried to step out and do something different, but then people was trying to get me to convert to something or conform to something that I don't really align with, right? So we've got to understand that we are strong enough and we are capable enough of living our own life. And you know that because you're walking around trying to live someone else's. Florence, welcome in. So again, let's be real about it, y'all. Trying to keep up with what everyone else expects you to do is draining as hell. That constant hustle to be what everyone else wants, that strips you of your joy. And at the end of the day, you just end up feeling lost. You feel disconnected from yourself and burn out. That's why many of you are running on empty now. You think you're doing the right thing. You get up every day and you put on this mask and you go out there to the world with your little brave face, only to try to live the life that someone else wants you to live. And you come home and you don't even recognize your own reflection in the mirror. It's time to shed all of these layers, take all of these masks off, and you stand there until you recognize who you are. And you spend time loving on yourself, pouring into yourself, until you recognize and remember whose you are. And I'm going to keep saying that to you because you don't belong out here in the streets. You are not intended to be for everyone. We have one creator. That's who I belong to. Now, I may serve a reason or be in somebody else's life for a season, and that's cool. But I belong to one. I serve one, right? So when you all of a sudden start living for you, when you start living your life on your terms, right? Now you're starting to pour into yourself. You're constantly filling your cup up, right? Start truly embracing who you are and loving who you are, flaws and all. Oh, y'all, baby, the game changes. Everything changes. You start showing up in spaces like, this is me, take it or leave it. Like me or don't, right? We don't even care anymore. And guess what? Some people are so scared to say, this is who I am, love me or leave me alone. Because they feel like everybody gonna leave them alone. Baby, the wrong people will leave you alone. When you start showing up and say, well, this is who I am, take it or leave it. The wrong people will always leave it. But let me tell y'all, the best part about that means the right people will always take it. The right people are going to recognize, right? Because game recognize game, y'all. The right people are going to recognize, oh, she cool as hell. Oh, I like him. His vibe is right. So those are going to be the people who stick around. And I guarantee you, 10 out of 10, the right people will always take it. So I feel like we haven't had some affirmations in a while, y'all. So today I'm going to give you guys 10 affirmations to remind you of who you are. And these, anytime we do affirmations, you guys, these are things that affirm us, to remind us and empower us, right? To know our worth and to pour into ourselves. So again, I've got 10 affirmations today to inspire self-empowerment and authenticity. Number 1, I am enough exactly as I am. And I embrace my uniqueness with confidence. I am enough exactly as I am, and I embrace my unique confidence. Being true to myself is my greatest strength and my ultimate power. Being true to myself is my greatest strength and my ultimate power. I release the need to fit in and proudly stand out as my authentic self. I release the need to fit in and proudly stand out as my authentic self. I trust that the right people will be drawn to the real me. I trust that the right people will be drawn to the real me. I celebrate my imperfections because they make me beautifully human. I celebrate my imperfections because they make me beautifully human. I am worthy of love, success, and happiness just by being myself. I am worthy of love, success, and happiness just by being myself. I choose authenticity over perfection, knowing that my true self is my greatest gift. I choose authenticity over perfection, knowing that my true self is my greatest gift. I honor my journey and trust that every step brings me closer to my highest self. I honor my journey and trust that every step brings me closer to my highest self. I radiate confidence by owning my truth, unapologetically and fully. I radiate confidence by owning my truth, unapologetically and fully. I am in alignment with my purpose when I show up as my real, authentic self. I am in alignment with my purpose when I show up as my real, authentic self. Now remember, guys, these affirmations are great for reminding yourself to embrace who you are and encouraging you to lean into your inner strength. Remember that being yourself isn't about having all the answers or being perfect, right, Unique Dream? Welcome in. It's not always about being perfect. In fact, it's never about being perfect. Because what is perfect, right? It makes us, it stunts our progress, seeking perfect, right? It's about showing up as you are in all the messy, beautiful glory that makes us unique, right? That makes us shine, that helps us to glow, right? It's about embracing the fact that you are a work in progress, yet still a masterpiece. And knowing that that's okay. In fact, it's more than okay. It's incredible. Because every single day we are evolving, we are growing, and we're trying to figure it out. Because we don't have a manual. There's no handbook to this thing called life. So we're all just making it the best way we know how, right? And that's okay. That's the whole point. And so when I think about perfection, I'm like, that's overrated. What I'm seeking is realness, because that's where the real power is, right? So how do we lean into this messy flex of being ourselves, right? That's the question for today. How do we do this? Well, first off, you own your story. And I'm telling you, you own all the rights to your story. You are the sole creator. And that means the highs, the lows, the cringe moments. I'm talking about all the times you failed, all the highs, the wins, right? All the times you've triumphed. Because all of these moments in your story is a part of who you are. And so every single part of your journey matters. And you have to know that. The second step is to stop trying to please everyone. You're not for everyone. And that's a good thing. Because that would be exhausting. So understand that you are not a people pleaser. I'm not for the streets. It is time for us to start being intentional about who we give access to. Right? Just like we talked about this the other day, we don't open the door to our house and invite everyone in. And if you're lucky enough to make it through my front door, it doesn't mean you have full access to go in and out all the rooms in my house, right? Because you are very intentional about who you allow in your home. But then some of us go out there to the world and give our bodies, our mental, our physical, our spiritual selves to people. And we allow them to just be all in our business, y'all. Run all through, right? Why? Why would we protect the four walls more than the skin that we're in? So again, you have to stop trying to please everyone. You have to stop trying to be everything for everyone. And then third, y'all, the third tip that I have, and the final tip that I have on how to, embrace being you, is you've got to start loving your flaws. Because those flaws are what make you human. It's what makes you relatable. And it's what keeps you real. So we've got to begin loving ourselves regardless, right? Even if everything about you is the opposite of what you see streaming on social media. Who cares what that IG post said? It ain't about me. Nah, whatever. We've got to start embracing who we are. Flaws and all. Every curve, every scar, that's how you would have been created like everyone else. But each and every one of us were born to stand out. Yes, Wanda Girl said, I love me entirely, honey. The takeaway that I have for you guys today the greatest flex that you have is you. Period. The real, authentic, unfiltered, messy version of you. And the minute that you embrace that, you will unlock a power that you didn't even know you had. Right? It's not about who you're trying to be or how you want other people to see you. It's about who you already are. And the ones that get it, they get it. It's kind of like if you know, right? And the ones who don't, well, that's their loss. I don't care, right? I just don't care. Because I'm adopting that you love me or you don't. You like what I'm doing or you don't. You get on board or you don't. It is time that we stop hiding, stop shrinking, stop trying to fit into other people's molds that were never made for us. We've got to start standing tall in our truth. We've got to be messy, be wild, be flawed, and own every bit of it. Because just being you is the biggest flex that there is. Stand tall, be proud of who you are, and start living your life on your terms, unapologetically, authentically. So as we wrap up today's episode, I want to take the opportunity to say thank you to each and every one of you for joining. If you've enjoyed our time together, be sure to give us a follow, subscribe to our channel, so that way you never miss out on our latest content. And don't forget to head over to our website at theselfcareclub.org. There you can book a personalized one-on-one coaching session. We also have affirmative apparel and other motivational merch, as well as a treasure trove of free resources designed just for you. So whether you are looking to elevate your self-care game or you just need a little extra inspiration to get you through the day, know that we've got you covered. I thank each and every one of you for being a part of the Self-Care Club community today. I am excited to connect with you all again soon. But until next time, I encourage you to keep breathing, stay positive, and remember that you will always be supported here at the Self-Care Club. So don't be afraid to take up space and make a little more room for you to breathe. I pray that each and every one of you have an amazing day on purpose, filled with nothing but purpose.
I found my